Hey Olivia, here's the stuff that I wanted to show you today, but we didn't get a chance. We'll be doing a lot of masking, and it's using the movie clip editor section of Blender. All right, so here we go. You hit F12 to render, and we're gonna see what the CG is gonna look like. I'm gonna use Control Up, maximize, and then V or Alt V to zoom in or out. And you can see that we got to composite something on top of this CG render to make it look more believable. And I'm putting an input mask node right away to get ready for the mask that we're going to put in here. And in order to composite this, you need an alpha over node. The alpha over node is to combine two layers together. And so I'm just going to go to color alpha over and just make it one and be ready. Okay, control down, minimize, and switch your view to the movie clip editor. Right away, just gonna choose the background image, import that background image, and maximizing the window again, and switch from tracking to mask. In order to draw a mask, you gotta switch to mask mode. And I'm gonna use my opposite mouse button to draw the mask. Now, you gotta hold down Control and use your opposite mouse button. You can see here that in the user preferences, I'm switching to left mouse button. So I'm using Control right click to draw my mask here. Okay, don't worry too much about the quality of your mask. Just draw a mask, and I will use the keyboard command of Alt-C. Alt-C will close your mask when you're ready. Okay, so I'll hit Alt-C. And I know this mask isn't gonna be perfect, but let me rename it table mask, and then when I get back to the compositor, I can just composite it together. And before you use the alpha over node, you need a node called set alpha to interpret the transparency. So I go to converter, set alpha, and look at how I set this up. I'm gonna put the mask pipe into the alpha pipe of set alpha. So I'm using the transparency data from the mask, but then I use the actual pixel data from the image pipe, and I'm stacking this on top of my composite. Okay, Control Shift will connect to the viewer, and I convert pre-mold in order to see that mask on top. And now what I'll do is I'll minimize my window with Control down, and in the end panel of the compositor, you can offset the Y value if you want to move your backdrop a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to select mask points and tap the letter G to move them around. And what I'm doing here is I'm editing the mask. I want to make sure I have enough space for this elbow to show through. Okay, I think that's pretty close. By the way, I added a point by using Control right click again if you want to add more points. Okay, back in the compositor, you can see that I'm pretty close to done. It looks like there's a little section. I'm going to make a second mask. I'm calling this small patch, I'll call it small elbow patch because I don't know if you can tell, but that little stomach area is sticking out. So let me get ready with another mask node, another set alpha, it's converter set alpha, another set alpha to interpret the transparency data, and then another alpha over to merge this mask on top of the existing composite. Okay, back over in the movie clip editor, I'm just going to use Control right mouse button or Control opposite mouse button and just draw a little patch, Alt-C to close it. And then once I set up the composite, I'll see what changes need to be made. So of course, the set alpha node is crucial to interpret the transparency data. And then the alpha over node is crucial for compositing it together. Control Shift, connect to the viewer. That convert premult button is really, it's doing a mathematical function, which I won't get into right now, but you need that to get the proper transparency. Okay, now you can see that I'm slowly adjusting these mask points by selecting the point and hitting the letter G and just moving it around. Okay, almost there. Yeah, if you need to add more mask points, just Control right click over the edge. So, almost done. Okay, Control up, maximize my window, and all right, not bad. My node editor isn't really that cluttered. You can see we're just combining masks on top of the composite.